Yo, 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 Panther Nation, what's good? Welcome back to Two Fans in the Stands. I am your favorite armchair GM, CJ.
And I am your favorite couch scout extraordinaire, aka Pastor Trenches in the building. What it is, what it ain't, cuz. Talk to me.
Hey, I'm too tired to talk, man. Look,
Tell me
eh,
something good.
hey, it was funny. I caught the very tail end of Quan's live the other night, and Doug and PPP were up there, and they were kind of signing off, and I was like, dang, I said I just missed it. I said, and I put in the comment, I was like, damn, I just got back from Home Depot. And Quan read my comment. He said, that sounds like some old middle aged shit right there. Well, let me tell you, when I say I laughed and my feelings were hurt all in the same time, but now I had to change the brake pads on my van, right? So now I'm sitting here sore as a motherfucker, sleepy as hell, and I'm like, you know what? The motherfucker was right.
Oh God.
Hey, how
That's
you doing,
hilarious.
cuz?
Hey man, you know me. Hey, I'm just smoother than room temperature butter, you know?
Well, wait.
Yeah. Keeping it smooth like room temperature butter. But other than that,
Oh, hold on. I ain't never heard that one before. Is that an old saying that has missed me, or that's something you came up with?
that's something I came up with, little something.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. I forgot. We hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
I gotta give
yeah,
you one now. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Oh man, hey, yeah, man. It's chilly here in Charlotte. It's supposed to be pretty nippy for the game on Sunday as well. I saw they asked Kyler Murray some does he like playing in the cold, and he was like, "Nah, it don't bother
yeah,
me." He said, "How cold it's supposed to be?" And they told him, he said, "Shit."
shit. Yeah, that's a
Yes,
Texas
sir.
boy through and through
Mm.
playing in Arizona now. But hey, it was a little cold when he was up there in Oklahoma.
Okay,
He
I
played in the
got you.
cold a little bit.
Well, hopefully, maybe it'd be like that Lions game a couple years ago all over again, where we had the tactical advantage in the run game and ran all over them and and
Yeah,
secured the victory. So we'll see,
yeah.
we'll see. All right,
Yeah,
cuz.
would
But
love for that to happen and see that again.
mm-hmm. All right. Hey, well, everybody that's joined us so far, thank you. All right. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new to the channel, welcome. Okay. Please, on your way in, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like the stream. You can follow us on Facebook, follow us on X. You can catch us on all social media at Two Fans in the Stands. And over on Twix, that's a mixture of Twitter and X, as we like to call it. You catch us at Two Fans ITS. And like the thumbnail said, before we get started here, we do have two tickets to Sunday's game against the Cardinals. Okay. And
Yes.
what I need everybody to do is to enter for a chance to win. And we're going to do it at the end. Our usual spinning of the wheel. Um, Type hashtag dead birds with an S. Hashtag dead birds. Okay. Oh, hold on. You know what? Let me make sure. Make sure I put an S on the end of that. I don't want nobody to put yes, I did. Okay. Yeah. Hashtag dead birds in the chat. Okay. And you will be entered to have a chance to win later on in the live. Okay. All right. So let's get into some comments here. All right. We
Yeah.
got our
Big bird.
good buddy in the
You
car.
already
I've
on
been
one.
I've been sipping since 6:30. All my comments will probably be filtered. I ain't mad at you. SC Face, so what's up, guys? Hope y'all doing
What's up,
well. I swear, I
SC?
thought I was watching the end of Avengers Infinity War, seeing all those Panthers playing dropping like fly. Bruh, hey, let me, it's like he can snap and they start disappearing. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
Panther
does it
dog. Hmm?
hold on real quick. So, does it
Mm-hmm.
matter if the dead birds is one word or two? Because Antonio
One,
McClinham put it as
one,
two words.
oh, put that all together, Tony, Antonio, all together. Hashtag dead birds, make it all one word. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Panther dog, what's going on? Austin, what's going on? He says, "Sup, folks."
What's up, Austin?
I guess that David was laughing at me being old and doing middle age shit. Slave Vic, what's good? How you doing?
What's up, Slick?
Nakari said it just occurred to me that Kyler clip was in reference to our game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I be forgetting he played QB and not just Call of Duty. What you stupid?
I told you already
Antonio, how you
started.
doing, man? Hey, it's all good. We here for it. And I wanted to say, and for those of y'all that are watching on if you're watching us on X, okay, you can also enter to win enter to win this, excuse me. Like I said, just go to the comments and type hashtag dead birds and you'll be entered to win, okay? All right, what's going on, Antonio? QJ, the battle of the Tic Tacs.
QJ.
May the best midget win on Sunday.
What's up,
Oh my
QJ?
god. I can't lie. I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. Like Antonio said, please like, subscribe, and share the stream. We appreciate it. All right. Let me see. Rock Jones, what's going on, man? What's going on?
What's
How you
going
doing,
on,
buddy?
Rock?
Sir. QP88, what's going on? How you doing? All
QP,
right.
what's going on, my guy?
The car said, old ass changing brake pads. Person like me just buy a new car. Nakari, boy, let me tell you, I hope that's a joke. I swear I hope that's a joke. Changing a set of brake pads is
Hey,
one of the easiest things to do, dog.
brother, does the car look like he gonna get up under there and change some damn brake pads? He gonna do exactly what he said he gonna do. You know what? I'm just gonna go to the lot. Let me just go on down here to the lot.
Oh
I've been
my
thinking about getting
god.
a new car anyway.
Yo. Okay. Insane Gaming. I know you putting the hashtag in there, but thank you for joining us. Nader, what's going on?
It's his
Said we
first
will win the
time?
next.
I ain't never seen that name before.
I
Insane
think I
game.
have. I think I have,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, I'm just making sure I shout everybody out, but I think I have. Yeah.
Okay.
Nader said we win the next 3 games. Big time spoiler. I hope so, man. Hey, go for the
What's
gusto,
up,
dog.
Nader?
Rock said ACC basketball needs a pep talk, fella. Ah, you damn right. Especially the Tar Heels. Especially the Tar
Yes,
Heels.
sir.
They do not know how to play basketball in the first 5 minutes of the first half, and also they have no big men that can rebound worth a damn. Florida destroyed them on the
Fact.
offensive glass down the stretch the other night.
Fact.
And to be honest with you, I can't get too mad at the refs. They were calling, they were calling a lot of touch fouls, but they were calling them both ways. But later on in that game, I swear every time Florida got to the basket, they were going to the line. And then when the
Hey,
boys was missing the free throws, they was getting the offensive rebound and taking them out and hitting threes. I was like, y'all gotta do better, man.
hey, they
Y'all
they
gotta do
they
better.
playing they playing just like that room temperature butter, ain't they?
No, they melted,
It's-
dog.
yeah, that room
Yeah.
temperature butter is soft as shit.
No. I'm just saying, at least room temperature. You might sit on the couch or not couch, but the counter for a little bit, and it might it might stay in place for a little while. Them jokers been out in the
Right.
sun, so they all over the place. They're like, I give up. I give
Yeah.
up. The car said
Um,
instead of football, we should just have Kyler and Bryce fight at midfield. I pay to see that, and I'm Kyler whip his ass, boy. Let me tell you. The car said, "My dad a mechanic. LOL. I know how to change brake pad." Oh, okay. All right. Cool. All right. We back on good terms now. Thank you, sir.
well, down there, Mullen, South Carolina, they built a whole car 2 days.
2 days. As he faced, I'm not gonna lie. I was so bummed out when Bryce faked out Parsons and then fumbled. Thought my little gingerbread man brother had him. Bryce Young got to take care of the ball this week. Yes, he do. Not my little gingerbread
Hey,
man brother.
SC, he done started. He done got it. He done got in with QJ Smith.
I was just about to say QJ is over there right now, like, okay, I got to follow this. Like, let me get something good. Oh, the car said, "Will I though? Probably not. It's what I pay other folks to do." Okay. Hey, look, the car. I rather you do that. That's good. Okay. Instant Game said, "I watch every live. I be at work, just can't
Okay.
comment." Okay, gotcha.
Appreciate you, my
Thank you
guy.
for watching. All right. The car said, "Shout out to Ray Felton, my favorite Tar Heel outside of Mike. He be over here buying all the snacks in Walmart." That's what's up. Hey, shout out to Mr. Hunky Door. Thank you for the $5 super chat. As always, we appreciate you. He
Appreciate
said,
you, Mr. Hunkador.
listening while dodging bums on the Veterans Tollway. Tampa traffic on Friday is the worst. 75 miles to zero, back to 75. Make up your mind. Let me tell you, if it's worse than 277 here in Charlotte, I pray for you. Woo, Lord have mercy. Hey, but again, thank you for the $5 super chat. We greatly appreciate you. SC Pay said Bryce versus Kyler probably be a better fight than Tyson versus Paul. It probably would. It probably would. I ain't gonna lie. So I thought I thought I had missed the fight or some of it,
I just
and
saw
I
what that
didn't.
said.
Yeah, I didn't realize they had 47 undercards. And the damn fight wasn't gonna start till almost midnight.
What it said?
I'm seeing it felt like it. It felt like it. But let me tell you, when they interviewed Tyson and that mofo turned around and all you saw was his ass cheeks, I said, you know what? I'm done. I was like, nope,
Yeah,
nope, 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 nope.
yeah.
Yeah. But I hope it would be a better fight, SCP. It sure
But
would.
when he did that, I was like, oh no, this is set up.
Uh-oh, Tony. Don't disrespect me, Tony. LOL. I'm from Marion, not Mullins. They 5 minutes away from each other, but people get erased for being from these places.
My
Oh
bad. All right,
God.
so they 4 street lights apart. My bad. My bad.
Look, two dirt roads in a creek. Oh God. Hey, QJ said Bryce built like a AAA battery. Kyler built like a AA battery. Oh my goodness. Yo. Hey, the car said 7 street lights. Okay, gotcha. What's up, Deontay? How you doing, boy?
What's up, DeAndre?
Uh-oh, QJ said Tyson thought he was performing at Magic City. Oh my God, yo. Oh, the car
Oh,
said Super
Mike,
Walmart separate the two places. Wow. Why ain't
Mike,
nothing like
Mike,
good Super Walmart in the country?
Mike look like the man that back there in Magic City cooking the wings.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to the next one. Rock said Mullins got a much better high school football team. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, BBL Tyson. Oh my God. Hold on, hey, Miss Lungy Dory said in the car, you don't count all 4 lights at 4-way stop. Oh God. Oh, hold on.
Okay.
He said Rock Marion was just in the state championship like 2 years ago. He said Mullins ain't been nowhere. That's what's up.
Boy.
All right. Cool beans, cool beans. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it tonight. But we're doing Friday night preview, and we're previewing Sunday's opponent, which is the Arizona Cardinals. Okay.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. And like I said before, okay, so if y'all are in the chat and you want a chance to win 2 tickets, as you see everybody here that has typed hashtag dead birds in the comments, okay, they are already in the they're already entered in for the chance to win the tickets. Okay, so you just type it once. We got 2 tickets to Sunday's game. Hashtag dead birds in the comments, all one word, join like you see it here on the screen, and you enter for your chance to win later on in live. Okay. All right. So,
Yeah.
all right, to all of our fan level members, thank you again. We appreciate you, and shout out to the newest member that we put on the list. Dig it. Okay, I don't know if he is watching right now, but I noticed his name was not up here, so I thought he was a new member altogether, but Dig it rejoined. Okay, so he was a member before,
Okay.
but I had to add him back to the list here. And again, to all of our fan level members, we greatly appreciate it. If you're not a fan level member and you want to join, 99 cents a month. The link is in the description. Okay. Everything goes back into helping make the channel what it is and better in the future. All right. And again, to all our fan level members, thank you for the love and support. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and get cracking on here. All right, big dog. There you go.
Injury report. All right. Starting with the injury report, we got Jadavion Clowney questionable with a knee. We have David Moore also questionable with a concussion. They said that he looks like he's going to be a go for Sunday. Jalen Coker was questionable with the quad. I think he'll also be a go for Sunday. And Ashawn Robinson is also questionable with the knee. Um, Also, Ike Aquano and Robert Hunt are questionable. They are down with the illness. I didn't put them up here today, but they have illness. But Dave Canada said he fully expects for them to he fully expects for them to be available come Sunday. And Antonio McClanahan, we appreciate it, my guy, for becoming a member, man. Thank
Thank
you
you, my
very
friend.
much. Greatly appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And out is our boy wide receiver one, Xavier Leggett is out with a hip. All right. So right now he's the only one that is listed um out as of Friday injury report that came out. All right.
Okay.
Any questions, anything about the injury report, CJ?
I wonder if David Moore got that damn concussion from that hit he got from old buddy from Dallas. Now, mind you,
Mm,
I made a whole short about it because CD Lamb got hit earlier in the game, was not even a flag. There was like no flag on the play, and
right.
Xavier Woods clearly hit him in the shoulder. Okay, head
Exactly.
neck area was not touched. David Moore gets stumped, damn near head butted, in his helmet, and no flag, no nothing. Okay, so I
Yeah.
wonder if that's what that's from. And also, hey, Slick Vic, shout out to you, man. Thank you. Thank
Slick
you for
Vic.
becoming a member. We appreciate you, dog. Thank you.
Appreciate you, my
Thank you.
guy.
Thank you. Thank
Appreciate
you.
you and
Yes,
Antonio
sir.
McClanahan becoming members. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate y'all. That's what's up. But
All right.
yeah, look, and I'm sitting here thinking, so what was Coker on the injury? Was he out before for a quad as well?
Yeah, that's why he missed those 2 or 3
Two,
games
three? Yeah,
for his
okay.
quad. And that's something that he's probably going to just nurse and need treatment for to the
Mm-hmm.
end of the season. So him being out or being limited in practice, is really not a surprise to me because once you have those quad injuries, that's something that really needs time to heal or
Mm-hmm.
see what the extent of the damage is in the off season, and he take it from there. But he definitely going to have to pay attention to it and monitor it for these last 3 games. So yeah,
The car said, "What other wideouts do we have?" Oh God, we got Thielen. Shit. Oh goodness, we
yeah.
got Thielen. Hold on, damn. I got to bring up the damn what you call? Hold on, let me bring up the depth
Irwin,
chart real
what we
quick.
saw last week, I wouldn't be surprised if he's not active this week. I thought he was going to be active last Sunday because they said they wanted to get him up to the 53-man roster as quick as possible.
Yeah,
Um, signed Dax Milne back to the practice squad, wide receiver uh, from BYU, and I think that's it as far as wide receiver. Of course, they got Devin
Devin
Tompkins.
Tompkins.
Yeah,
There's a Dan Chisnia on here,
yeah,
and they
Dan
got
Chisholm. Yeah,
the Panthers have Velus Jones Jr. as a wide receiver. So I don't know, but I think they didn't they
okay.
bring him in to be a running back.
Yeah, yeah, they brought him in,
Okay,
say running back. Well,
okay.
that's that versatility that you have with him. You can label him, you know, at either
Mm,
or, and he can play
okay.
either or,
All right.
So yeah,
Well, because I think Coker didn't pop up on the injury report till what, Thursday. So,
hmm
but like you said, maybe it's something he just gonna have to nurse for the rest of this season. But yeah, so we got now maybe David Moore is a game time decision. If he play, we'll be kind of back how we was when Coker was out. So it'll be
yeah.
if Coker and Moore do play, it'll be Jalen Coker, David Moore, Devin Tompkins, according to the Panthers, Velus Jones Jr. and Dan Chisnia, and I guess whoever they might bring up from the practice squad. Okay.
Hey, Panther Dog say, can he enter or is he out? Because he
No, no.
won the last.
Um, nah, yeah, go ahead, bro. Shoot.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
go ahead. Yeah, go on in there.
CJ, I heard the Panthers called you and Tony out for defensive line tryouts this week. Is there any validity to these reports? Uh,
My agent told me to not respond to any questions yet. They're still doing a full workup on my knee. You know, make sure some ligament damage I had for moving deep freezers around some property a few years ago is safe, and I'll get back with you later on.
yeah, they called me in for a physical, man. I didn't
Uh,
pass it due to
mm,
old age. So yeah, I'm out. I'm out. It's a no go
what?
for the kid.
Hey, SC Pace. That's why my name is CJ Armchair GM. Look, right here. I am the Armchair GM. Boy, let me tell you, they put me out there defense. Man, let me tell you, I fall out first play. I'll be like, look, fellas, I know I talk cash money shit about y'all, but I know I ain't no good for this shit. I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah,
I'm gonna head out.
yeah.
Oh, that
I
is
I
hilarious.
may know about those trenches, but I ain't never played a day in my life, boy. That's suicide.
Oh my
That
goodness.
is
Okay,
suicide.
but yeah, because I think Clowney's gonna be on here for the rest of the season. Because he's been on here damn near every week with that knee, but he usually ends
Yeah.
up playing. Missed a couple games. Did he miss the Dallas game?
No, he played the Dallas game.
He played. Oh, it must be
Yeah,
the
he
game
played
before.
Dallas game. It was the
Okay.
game
All right.
before. Yeah, it was the
All
game
right. Cool
before.
bean. All right, cuz.
Philly.
All right. Well, yeah, that's all I got on this one.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on down to the next slide. The last matchup with the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals won this match 26-16. CJ, you know the fine print a little small over here on my computer. Can you run down the
I got you.
stats?
All right, passing yards. Kyler Murray, 23 for 32, 207 yards, two touchdowns and an interception. Baker Mayfield, 22 of 36, 197 yards, one touchdown, two interceptions. Rushing yards, James Conner, 15 carries for 55 yards. And I have a feeling that is going to be a lot more come Sunday. Sorry. I'm sorry, Christian McCaffrey, 8 carries for 27 yards. All right, receiving.
Mm,
Hollywood Brown had six catches for 88 yards and a touchdown, and Christian McCaffrey had 9 catches for 81 yards and a touchdown. Total yards, Arizona outpaced us 338 to 220. We had 3 turnovers to their one. Arizona had 20 first downs to our 11, and time of possession was not even close. The Cardinals had
not even
38 minutes
close.
and 35 seconds. Panthers only had 21 minutes and 25 seconds, and we lost 26-16.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Is that the game where no, that's I was gonna say, was that the game where Cam came back? But no, that was in Arizona. That was in
Yeah, that was
Arizona.
in
And that was
Arizona. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
That's what we
Yeah, we
won that game, and he was like, "I'm
won that game.
back."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm back.
Oh my God. When that happened, I was like stunned. I was like,
Mm.
he sound like that for real? I was like, dog. That's worse than me. I don't have a deep voice at all. But that
What?
big grown ass man, dog, that dude was like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But anyway,
But
yeah.
yeah, we gotta we gotta do better than we gotta do better than this. Better than this. Now, mind you, if they can hold James Conner to 15 carries and 55 yards in this game, I think I'll fall clean out of this chair. I promise you, I would.
Well, I would advise you not to even sit down in the chair then, sir, because
So
you are
just watch the game on the
you
floor.
yeah, you just gonna fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
What I do, I'll slide this table this way and just get me a pallet on the floor, and I'm gonna watch the game from the
There
floor.
you go. There you go. There you go. Build you a nice little pad on the floor, stretch out. Yeah. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself.
Hold on, what did the guy say? Hashtag dead birds. Whoever comment potato get the tickets if I win. Then he said
No,
comments potato first. Why you stupid? Look, after I
that's
said
crazy.
potato, LOL. Oh god.
That's crazy.
Ryan Simmons, what's
I
going on? He said their rushing attack is going to give us problems, especially with our D line. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's why I'm gonna watch
that's
the
a
game
fact,
on the
Brian.
floor. Cause yeah, I ain't gonna have far to. I'm gonna just roll over and hit the flow this way.
Yeah. Hey, but I hope we can get back to how we were playing the past 4 or 5 games as a
Hmm.
team, not just defensively, but I'm talking about as a team. I hope we can get back and show that last week was a slip up, an anomaly, whatever you want to call it. Is not a precursor for what's to come. You know what I'm saying? Or the remaining 3 games in the schedule. Like I
Hmm.
said, Bryce had a bad day. He had a horrible day, and it was a trickle down effect from there. So hopefully, by this being the last game, the home game finale, that them boys come out with a different level of energy and focus and determination and get us a win at Bank of America Stadium. What you think about that?
I agree. Now what's not a trend and what's not an anomaly is this defense. Um, you know what I mean?
Fact.
And I'm not trying to knock on them, but it's been like this all year. The defense really has had a couple, I would say, quote unquote, good games. The Raiders was a good game. I would give them
Yeah.
Philly as a good game,
I
but
mean, Cincinnati was a good game.
I still gave it too many damn points.
Yeah,
Yeah, they still
yeah,
they gave up way too many points. But
that's true.
but yeah, I mean the one thing that we do know is whatever team comes into Bank of America or whether the Panthers go on the road, they are going to be able to run at their heart's content against the Panthers defense. And I say this because we were happy as hell that we held Saquon to 124 yards. Just
Right,
listen, just think
right.
about that. We were happy as hell that Saquon Barkley had 124 yards. That's crazy talk. Crazy,
That's
but
crazy. I think
it
right
is what it
now,
is.
Carolina's on track to have the worst rushing defense in NFL history.
I wouldn't, yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. I
That
damn
that
sure
that
wouldn't
says a
doubt it.
lot, dog. That says
Hmm.
a lot.
Yeah.
In a league, in a modern day league where it's passing and not even so much about the running. You know what I'm saying? That you lead
Hmm.
the league in the worst category possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that
And
that's not a recipe for success for
mm-mm,
anybody.
no, not at all. And I'm hoping, and what I'm hoping is that the the and I know a lot of people gonna hear this and be like, but I'm hoping that this bad game by Bryce is not an anomaly. I know everybody gonna be like, well, he's had a whole lot of bad games. Yes, okay, but the how he was playing since he came back as the starter, I hope this last game is not indicative of how these next three are going to be. If that'll
Right.
clarify that before anybody was like, well, he's always had bad games. Well, you know what? He's played decent since he's come back. He had a just terrible game against the Cowboys. So hopefully, we'll see. Yep,
Yeah.
we'll see. Oh, he talked. Slave Vic said we had a no name running against us. The Cowboy Rico Dowdle, and that was
Yeah.
his third 100-yard game in a row.
In a row. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had
Third hut
140 yards on us. We done gave up 200 yards rushing in what damn near three straight games almost.
in 3 straight games and 7 of the 15 games we've
Mm,
played thus far. Yeah, we have given up
bruh.
200 yards rush. Not 100 yards, 200
200.
plus.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me see. The car said Mason Graham on the way unless we get high school enough to get Travis Hunter. My gut tells me Dan
You
Focus.
said high school enough?
Oh, I'm sorry. High enough. Damn. My bad. My bad. Ooh. Shoot.
Okay, Doug.
I told you
Listen.
I was tired. No. The one thing about Doug be messing up word. My ass just added a word that wasn't even there. Doug will mess up the word that's there. I added something that the car ain't even right. Said
Right.
my gut tells me Dan focuses on offensive line instead of edge because he said because he then he goes, oh my god, damn drink. He he's trying to recreate the vibes from when he played. We got you in the car.
I don't know what's going on.
He's Donkey Dory said it's bad when you got dead people with better rushing defense than us. I mean, they left us knowledge on how to improve or why they failed. That is how bad we are. Yeah, that's bad. That
That's
is
hard.
bad.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Take me back to the Chiefs game and Packers game offensively. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Panther Dog says someone is definitely high enough. But yeah,
Man.
man, we gotta turn all this around, dog, especially that time of possession. If James kind of get out there and get on the roll, it might look similar. But yeah, but that's all I
Yeah.
got on this one.
Yeah. All right. The next slide, we're gonna go through the offensive stats for the week. So right now, currently, total offense, Carolina ranks 31st in the league at 288, basically 289 yards a game. The Arizona Cardinals are 11th at 351.4 yards a game. Passing offense, the Panthers are 29th in the league at 186 yards a game.
Mm,
The Arizona Cardinals are 21st at 210 yards a game. All right. Rushing offense, we are 24th in the league still at 102 yards, well, basically 103 yards a game.
mm,
The Cardinals are seventh in the league at
mm,
141.5 yards of
mm,
rushing offense. So they have a uh, top 10 rushing offense, like you said earlier, CJ, led by James Conner, and he has been doing damage this year. So it would be it would be great news if we can hold him below 141 yards of rushing
mm.
this week. And I don't think all 141 yards just strictly from here because I think Kyler Murray definitely
Yeah.
plays a part with his running
Mm-hmm.
in that equation. So but yeah, they come into town with a top 10 rushing offense. Red zone offense. Carolina still sitting at 15th in the league at 56.4%, and the Arizona Cardinals are 21st in the league at 53.3. In scoring offense, Carolina sitting near the bottom, as we have been all season long, at 28, at
Mm-hmm.
17.6 a game. And the Arizona Cardinals are 15th at 22.4 points a game. So,
Mm.
that when you look at that and you throw that into the equation, it equals not good.
Okay. Mm.
Equals
Hey,
not
and
good. So what? You got any questions, CJ? What you think?
I was gonna say real quick, what's up, Mr. Earl? And if any of y'all are just
What's up,
joining us,
Mr.
we
Earl?
are giving away 2 tickets to Sunday's game. If you want to be entered for a chance to win, type hashtag dead birds in the comments. Okay. Hashtag dead
One
birds, just
word.
like you see. Yeah, one just like you see right here on the screen. Type hashtag dead birds in the comments to enter you for your shot to win. Okay.
Hmm.
But this right here, man, this is just this just it makes my heart sad, dog. It makes my heart sad, off. And the crazy thing is, now mind you, these are the whole season stats. I think the stats would be a lot better on offense if you were only to count since the Denver game, but you can't do that because they're counting for the whole season. Okay. But yeah, man, it's just uh let me tell you, that Russian offense, that's the one that really just hurt my feelings. I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a problem. Let me tell you, Kyler Murray gonna be out there with his chest out, running, look like he ain't going nowhere, going all the way down the damn field. Yep. Wow, I couldn't play dead in
but
a horror movie. Wow.
but the other day, me and my wife, we were talking about this, and she said Kyler Murray looked like a bow-legged mice.
Hold on.
I
Do
said,
do do me one favor. Do me one favor.
"What?"
Ask your wife, where in the hell has she ever seen a bow-legged mouse? That's what I want to know. That is the question.
I will say in her defense, we had a couple drinks after dinner that night. So
Oh,
hey,
okay, okay,
you know what I'm saying?
okay.
She was a little talkative.
Yo,
Yeah,
that is hilarious.
she was a little
Miss
talkative.
Hunky said, "Wow, bow-legged midget." Oh my goodness. Okay, but yeah, man, that's
Uh,
yeah. Offense. I ain't got nothing to say on these stats, dog. I'm gonna have to.
that's a that's a good question, Mr. Earl, because they said there was a chance that Kyler Murray might not play um Sunday. So listening to him, he didn't sound like that in I guess there was a press conference when he was
Mm,
talking about the weather. But I do remember somebody I think it was on Get Up with I think it was Dan Graziano was talking about Kyler Murray might not even play Sunday. So yeah, I haven't
is he
looked
hurt?
into it. I don't remember CJ because I
Hmm.
when he said it, I had intentions to look it up, but I never did.
Okay, because I'm sitting
Yeah,
here and I'm like, yeah, they are. Yeah, but I say they 7-7, so they still in the they still in the
yeah,
hunt for a wild card spot. Mm.
yeah, definitely.
Hell, they still in the hunt for the division because the Rams and the Seahawks are on top at 8-6. So yeah, it got to be something, some kind of injury to keep him out. Not just because it's cold. Okay,
What's their record right now?
7-7.
Oh, okay. So they're on the
Mm-hmm.
game behind
Yep.
the division leaders. Okay, all right.
Oh, Earl said, I heard on ESPN he got hurt last Sunday. Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what the injury was last Sunday because if I'm not mistaken, he played the whole game. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. I guess um I guess another injury report comes out Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Is okay. So
Or
hopefully by
for the game, yeah. Yep. Okay.
okay.
Hey, Tip Drill Will, what's going on,
Tip
man?
drill Will, what's happening with you, my guy?
What's going on, buddy? How you doing? Right. But yeah, Tone, that's all I got on the offense. Let's go ahead and move on to Heartbreak Hotel.
Now we gotta go to the defense side real quick.
Hold on.
These
And
ain't
before you get started, Tone, even if Kyler Murray doesn't play, whoever the backup is, I got it right here. The backup is Clayton Tune. Clayton Tune is probably gonna go out there and slice and dice this defense like damn Cooper Rush did last week. So okay, I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead, sir. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
yeah. So defense, Carolina Panthers with their great front seven ranks 31st in the league as a whole defensively, giving up 289. I mean, only. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm looking somewhere else. 31st and still 31st in the league.
So whichever way you look at it, it's
Yeah,
still trash.
right. Giving up 386 yards a game. Arizona Cardinals are 16th at 338 and a half yards per game. Passing
Mm,
defense, miraculously, we are still only 12th in the league, 213 yards a game. And that stat can kind of be misleading because teams realize that our weakness on defense is stopping the run. So they'll run all day instead of airing it out. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
So if you run all day and that you can control the clock like that, you're not going to throw the ball a whole lot against us. So that
Yeah.
stat can be kind of misleading. I know some people they'll be there. We got the 12th ranked pass defense. That don't mean shit. Absolutely nothing. It
I'm
means
gonna say something about that when you get finished with the slide here.
okay. The Cardinals are 18th in the league at 217 points a game. So even though they like kind of middle of the pack, hopefully Bryce Young can get it right back, get that mojo back, and take advantage of the passing defense of the Cardinals. I hope that happens. I hope he can at least match the number that they're giving up. So I'm expecting, hoping to see at least 217 yards from
Mm-hmm.
Bryce Young Sunday.
Okay.
Rushing defense, we are 32nd in the league, same as we were last week, at 173 yards a game given up. We're giving up 173 yards a game. I'm sorry, I apologize for that.
Mm-hmm.
The Arizona Cardinals are 18th in the league at 121 and a half. So there's some vulnerability there as well. I mean, if we can establish the run and stick to it early on, there's a great chance that, you know, we can take advantage of their softness a little bit in the run game. Red zone defense, Carolina is 26 at 64.4%, and Arizona Cardinals are fifth at 49%. So it's what the numbers are showing is once we get in the red zone, if we get in the red zone
We
again,
ain't gonna score.
it's gonna be a little difficult. It's gonna be little difficult. Yeah. Damn, CJ.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tom.
Points per game.
uh
Mighty Carolina Panthers are 32nd in the league at 30 points a game.
mm.
Arizona Cardinals at 10th at giving up 22 points per game. CJ, what are your thoughts on the defensive stats?
Look, and Will said right here, who is worse than us? Good Lord. Good Lord. Hey, but you know what? This is what we were harping on last year too, because everybody was like, "Oh, we got the number 4 ranked pass defense, number 4 ranked pass defense." But what everybody didn't
Mhm.
realize is teams were running the ball on us just like this year, but it's worse. They don't have to
Yeah,
sit there and throw for 300 yards in the game. You get 215, 20 yards on the Panthers. That's good enough because you're running for 200. You getting 400 yards of total offense a game. But the thing about it last year, hey, what's going on, Clay? How you doing?
what's up, Clay?
The thing about it last year was Carolina was also turning the ball over a whole lot more than they are this year. And teams got a lot of short fields against the Panthers last year as well. So when my thing is when you got those short fields, they ain't giving up a whole lot of passing yards because you think about it. If they do a couple run plays and get 15, 20, maybe 30 yards, and they start on the right side of the 50, you're not having to pass that much. So that's why that defensive number last year, oh, we got such a great pass defense. Well, hell, I would too. You know what I
Right.
mean? You letting everybody run over you all season long. Hell, they ain't got to pass the damn ball. And it's just like this year, but it's just way worse. It is way, way, way worse. Because, like I said, even though it was like that last year, we were still in a lot of games and we just couldn't put up no points. Now we're putting up points, and it's like defense was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna one up you, and now we're going to be even worse than we are, worse than we were last year. But yeah, and you're right, Slick Vic. Injuries don't help either. They do
Yeah.
not. They do not.
Hey, drop a link to Clay and invite him on in, man.
All right, hold on 1 second. All right, well, yeah, go ahead, Tony. I'm gonna send the link real quick.
Okay. Let's see. Digger said, "Have they reached the 'I'm coming to greet you, Elizabeth' time of the year?"
Wow. Hey, Clay,
Yeah,
check out chat, man. I sent it to you. He said, I'm coming to see you, Elizabeth. I hope not, man, but it feels that way. I swear it
J-
feels that way.
the Jadarius experience. What's up, Jadarius? He said, "If my fiance didn't pay for the Panthers game, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have went. Do y'all really think I'd be dumb enough to pay to watch this team?" Yeah, I'm not gonna say no. We're not
Nah,
saying that, dog. Hey, if you're a fan, you're a fan. You know what I
you a
mean?
fan. Yeah.
Hey, I don't hold that against you. That's our team. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's our
Yeah.
team. Come
Yeah.
hell or high water, I'm gonna
There you go.
root for them. Because if I was there, hell, I'll probably be at the game. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah. I feel you.
yeah.
Oh, and speaking of tickets to the game, again, if y'all are just joining us, we have 2 tickets for Sunday's game. In the chat, type hashtag dead birds. Okay, just as you see it right here. Type hashtag dead birds in the chat to enter for your chance to win the tickets. We're gonna give them away
Hmm.
later on. Okay. All right. But yeah, man, this is just yeah, it's just depressing. It is just
Yeah.
depressing. And think about the games that opposing quarterbacks have had against us. Now, mind you, Cooper Rush only had like 200 and what 20, maybe 30 yards, but he threw for 3 touchdowns. Okay, excuse me. Back there scrambling like prime Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Shoot, we held Jalen Hurts. Shoot, what was he under 100 yards or just a little over 100 yards? I believe it
I
was.
think you're like 112. I
Yeah.
think he had like 108, 110 yards. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, Patrick Mahomes had what 250 or 60 something. Now, I mean, I know that's Patrick Mahomes, but it's not him going out there and slicing and dicing us for 400 yards. But
No, because a lot of yards he got on that last drive, that final drive.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Slick Vic said I still be going to the games even with us losing. I hear you, Slick Vic. Yep, I hear you. All right, but yeah, cause that's all I got to say on these slides here, man. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
Downright depressing.
Tickets. I thought you like your members.
Well, I mean, just think about it like this, dig it. If
Yeah.
if you win, at least all you got to do is pay for parking. And then if you're smart and like I should have did the Bucks game, go down the street here to Tryon, park at the light rail station and take the light rail uptown, and then take the light rail back up. But I went down there and I went and parked in the parking lot. We parked there for training camp. 50 damn
Hmm.
dollars. I was like, Jesus. I said, okay. I was like, all right. I said, whatever. I said, I'm here now. So I scanned the little thing on the
Right.
app, went ahead and paid for it. Got fussed out afterwards, because Nella's Creations was like, you pay how much for parking? I was like, yeah, I know, I know, I know.
Look what the wind brought in. Look what the wind blew in.
Hey, said just show on my face, well, I'm out. All right, hot plate, Doug. Let me go ahead and say that for Dig and put it in the chat. Hey, what up, hot plate?
All right, man.
uh
Hey, I guess, is Clay still coming on?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there you go.
That's crazy. That is crazy. you
Yeah.
just you just popped them up. Clay, you hear us, big dog?
What's good, fellas? What's
What's going
good?
What's
on, man? How you
good?
doing?
What's good?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. All right. Well, Clay, since you're here, man, give us your thoughts on these defensive stats real quick, man.
Well, I posted a short.
Mm,
I don't know if y'all saw it recently. With Ajir Evero. Um, I think this next 3 games is not necessarily the Cardinals game. I think it's the next 3 games, and there's two people that I think are playing for their job.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Ajiro Evero is playing for his job. Then this one, and
Talk about it.
I think Bryce Young's playing for his job
Okay.
these next 3 games. I
Hmm.
think these
Fair.
the reason why I say that is because let's start with Ajiro Evero.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys, y'all know how I feel about him, and you know we've talked back and forth backstage and stuff like that. We have a nice group chat,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, tell me where I'm wrong, but it's so hard for me to sit back here and hold these alligator shoes on. I'm about to pull a Ric Flair here in a minute. Um, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, hold on. The, which side of Ric Flair you about to pull? I need to
I'm
be
about to
prepared.
start throwing these alligator shoes at him like it's Ric Flair because I'm about to tell him what's woo here in a minute. Um, uh, I mean, here's the thing. Y'all know me. Y'all know how I feel. And we got Trent's pastor above me here, and Trent's pastor, man. Me and
Hold
him
on, hold
on
on,
the
Clay.
same page.
Hold on. It's Pastor Trenches. You need to flip that
Pastor
around.
Yeah,
Trent.
Pastor
don't come on
Trenches.
here. Don't come on here being disrespectful,
Did
Clay.
I not name him that though? Did I not name him that? I think I started that if I'm not mistaken.
Pastor
You
Trenches.
asking the wrong person. I can't remember what I did 30 minutes
I'm
ago,
pretty
dog.
sure I started Trench's pastor upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but here's the thing, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Ejiro Evero is not a good defensive coordinator than everybody thinks he is. And I think a lot of people are putting it into a point that they're saying, well, look at the roster he's had. They got injuries, and we can all agree to all that. But the problem is we've all agreed to the fact that there's a difference between a good defensive coordinator and an average Joe.
Hmm.
And
Right, right.
there Ejiro Evero is a guy that has been this I think he's been hyped up too much through Carolina.
Meaning, what do you mean by that?
Well, think about this one. When he got here, right? We thought that this guy was able to create this defensive scheme with this 3-4 defense that was able
Mm,
to stop the run and stuff it
Hmm.
and be able to also complex the back end with our safeties and corners. But yet, we've seen it game in and game out, even though the fact that he can't create adjustments because he doesn't know what to do. Because we've seen it time and time again. Why is JC Horn on this one side of the field and not covering the best wide receiver of the opposing team in the league week in and week out? Because JC Horn, we saw it in a locker room interview that he goes, the scheme is a scheme.
Yeah, exactly.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, he did
And
say that.
so it's like, but at the same time, you could tell that JC's frustrated because he wants to go up against CeeDee Lamb every weekend.
Yeah,
He
he
wants to
wants to
go up
travel.
against Mike
He wants to
Evans
travel.
every weekend.
Yeah. And he should. He should. We have picked up his 5th-year option. Okay, so that's saying to me as a fan, the Panthers, they're all in. They invested in JC Horn. They're looking to go ahead and probably extend him, whether it's at the end of this year or before the season start next year or whatever. So y'all got that faith in him. Okay, now him producing on the field, means that he needs to be covering the best receiver on the other team. And like we were saying last week, on Monday, JC
and
can't
staying
go out
healthy.
there and call. Yeah, he can't go out there and call audibles and be like, "Nah, bro, I ain't doing this shit."
Right.
I got he said the scheme is the scheme, so he's got to
Right.
run the scheme, and you could tell
Right.
because he was sitting, he was like, "Man, I'm tired of answering this damn question. Y'all keep
Right.
coming up here with this narrative. The
Right.
scheme is the scheme," and he was like, "Y'all gotta go talk to DC." And
Right.
I'm with him. I'm sitting there like, don't ask me all these damn. It's funny because I be like that at work. People ask me questions about stuff, and I'm like, hey, I am not the one to assist you with that. Sometimes I am a middleman. I am a middleman with a purpose, but I'm gonna have to pass this up higher than me and let them
Yeah.
tell you because you don't want my answer.
Right.
My answer might not make you feel good. So let me go
Right.
ahead and pass this on up, and you get the professional answer that you desire.
Well, shout out to
Like,
you guys. Shout out to you guys for letting me on tonight. By the way, shout out to you
Oh,
guys.
oh
anytime,
no,
man.
man. Hey,
Anytime.
hey, it's open anytime, my guy. Hey,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
have two questions for you. Well,
Go
one,
ahead.
I do agree with you.
Mhm.
The scheme, the scheme sucks, and I don't think it's so much. I know people. So many people want us to go back to a 4-3, and they say 3-4. What's that? What was that?
Hey, that was Clay trying not to laugh. Hey, hold on, Tony. Mr. Huggy Dory said Clay is like he's doing all he can to control his emotions, like when 4 blocks from house and a turtle head is making its way out.
Oh my god.
God, so my.
Oh my
Dude, I'm
god.
done. I'm done. All right, I'm off the podcast.
Hey,
I'm logging off. I'm done for the
hey,
night. I
Clay,
can't do no more.
this is every live over here, dog. If one thing we got in our chat is some certified comics. I mean,
Dude,
sorry,
Mr. Hunky
comedians.
Dory's been in my
It is
chat
comedy,
lately, but he ain't
comedy.
hit me like that. God, damn.
That was a good one, Mr. Hunky Dory. Appreciate that.
Oh my god. Oh
Oh
my god.
goodness.
He hit me
Yo.
with the fucking 1-2 punch McGregor right there.
Yeah. Hey, but
Oh,
this is one question
Go ahead,
for you,
Tony. Go
Jay.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you this one question.
Yeah.
And I'm not making no excuses for him because, like you said, the scheme is a scheme. I don't really like
Mm,
the scheme. I don't
yeah.
have anything against the 3-4. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Just you have
I
to
don't
have
really I don't and honestly with you, I agree. I don't really have against it with a 3-4 with the right personnel.
right. That's what I'm gonna say. We need the right personnel in there. So my question to you is how much how much do you say injuries have played a part in this, even last year and this year, not being able to stay healthy? Because we seen, especially this year, how many defensive starters got injured in the first two games.
Right. Right. Well, now
And
you
so when you talk,
well now
when
you
we
now you have to put in play though with Trevin Wallace and um Trullis going out.
I mean, because when you think about it, this is the National Football League, right? Everybody's getting paid. Everybody makes money, right? Okay, cool. But your starters are typically better on paper than your second team or your third team
The way I
defensive
look at it
offensive
is well,
players.
the way I look at it is this, Tony. Go look at Steve Spagnuolo.
Hmm.
What was he able to make work with when people went down? What
When who?
because here's the thing. Steve Spagnuolo is such a good defensive coordinator because even when they had younger guys at the time,
Hmm.
he was able to make do.
But
hmm
And here's the thing, but here's the
the talent level though, Clay, the
Uh,
talent level.
but it ain't much difference when Derek Brown was available because you
That,
could say the same thing
Clay,
with Derek
say
Brown
it
and
one more
Chris.
time, Clay. Say it
Mhm.
again. I've been saying
It,
that shit all season. Everybody talking about, well, we missing Derek Brown. We got sliced and diced for damn this 60 points in game one with Derek Brown.
Chris
Yeah.
Jones, think about it this way. Chris Jones, before his contract got extended, look at that defense before Chris Jones got extended and he came back when his contract was available back to him. That defense changed tremendously. So I give Spagnuolo credit where credit's due,
Right.
but at the same time, man, there's a difference between X's and O's and average Joes. And I have to say this, Evero is not a guy that is going to adjust his shit because he's prideful. You can
Stubborn.
see it because the way that he continues to run this complex 3-4 scheme. And
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Go ahead.
it's frustrating because here's the reason why. People sit here and say, well, we can't stop the run because of the inside, because of Derek Brown. Derek Brown's is not lined up in a 3-4 scheme to stop the run because he's an outside end.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a guy that's going to stuff it because you don't have a true nose tackle with a 3-4 scheme. In a 3-4 scheme,
Facts.
you have to have a true nose tackle. You have to
Now,
have.
now you're preaching. Now you're preaching.
I mean, and people act like
Let me
Brian
get my
Burns,
big handkerchief out.
and I'm,
Handkerchief out.
uh, and
Now you're preaching.
and people don't
I don't.
realize the fact of the matter that okay, we lost Luvu, we lost Chen, we lost Brian Burns. What's Brian Burns doing over there with Tommy Thibodeau and a Dexter Lawrence? What Frankie Luvu is the only guy that's actually exceeding in the scheme that he's in. But guess what they're doing over there in Washington? What are they running with Dan Quinn? They're running a 4-3 defense.
Oh.
And so it's a total different ballgame because what happens in these complex 3-4 schemes is what they are is a bend, don't break defense. And
Mm-hmm.
so what happens is your true nose tackle, like a guy like Tavondre Sweat, which is what something I was hoping we would go after instead of a Jonathan Brooks. And I'm not saying I'm opposed to the Jonathan Brooks pick. Right now, it's starting to look like that, but Tavondre Sweat over there in Tennessee, look what he's doing from a defensive standpoint. So when you have a true nose tackle, it stuffs a run and helps out guys like a Sean Robinson or a LeBron Ray on the outside. But then when you have a Derek Brown, obviously that would change a different story. But the problem
Mm-hmm.
is when it comes to this 3-4 defense that he runs, that Ajiro Evero runs, you have to have an elite pass rusher. You have to, because if you don't, it opens up every other hole that you have. And that is the biggest issue. We don't have that. We haven't had that. And until we find that guy to fill that void, we're never going to be able to say this defense is going to work. So to me, that's where I'm looking at because you can sit here and say, J.C. Horn, Mike Jackson are doing their thing. Mike Jackson's actually doing a very good job, a lot better than what people are realizing. Josie
Yeah.
Jewell is doing his thing a lot better than what people are realizing. But when you have a safety going on one with a CeeDee Lamb, or you got a linebacker going one
Yeah.
with Drake London, and you're not creating adjustments, that's when it gets very questionable. That's when
Yeah.
it gets very uncharacteristic.
I think I think for me, and I've been saying this for a while. I even said this early on in the season because we've had so many injuries, and and the talent level is kind of falling off from the starters, right?
Can I say
And I
something?
said,
Can I say something of what you just said, Tony?
what?
You know what the difference is between a good defensive, actually an elite defensive coordinator and an average Joe defensive coordinator?
Go ahead and tell me.
They're able to adjust with the personnel that they do have.
Right.
Hey, Clay, hold on. Speaking of adjustments, okay. Now it's not on the defensive side of the ball, but my offensive coordinator, um,
We
yeah,
can get
my
we can get into that.
no, no, no,
Trust
no,
me.
no, no, no. Talking about me, CJ. My offensive coordinator sent me a message and told me that my shirt looked absolutely terrible. So they brought me a different shirt. So I cut the camera off and I
I don't give
changed
a.
shirts.
Can I
And
can I
look,
say
and
can I
that,
say
that's
this
that's
very
what we're lacking. We're lacking the
can
ability to
I
make
say this very
adjustments.
bluntly, CJ? Can I say this very bluntly,
Go
CJ?
ahead, Clay. Go ahead, Clay.
I don't give a
Think
fuck
Clay,
what kind of shirt
I
you're
think
wearing as long as you
there
can
it
call
is.
fucking plays.
I th- I think Clay been drinking tonight. Drink Clay. Clay sounds subdued as a mug.
But I say that to say we talk about he don't make adjustments.
No, I haven't drank enough. That's the problem.
But no, what I was going to say is, you know, one of the things that a lot of people, including myself, CJ as well, were talking about early on was when we couldn't get no pass rush.
Mhm,
We could when we couldn't get any pressure on the quarterback, and I said
Hmm.
you have to generate pass rush.
mhm,
You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? You have to
mhm.
generate you have to become more aggressive. Help your young guys out. In the areas that you're lacking, you have to become or create a strength in another position. You know what I'm saying? In another area. So we kind of seen what this defense can do when DJ Warnham came into the picture, and we start seeing Carolina playing a little bit more of a five-man front.
Show
Uh,
that spark.
yeah, doing a few blitzes here and there, but it's like in the most crucial points, in the most crucial times of a football game, it's like Evero does the opposite of what he should be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for
That's like
sure. Oh, for
it's
sure.
like in the Philadelphia game and in the Tampa game, we were aggressive defensively for like 3.5 quarters, and it seemed like
Hmm.
for whatever reason, the last two drives, better yet, when we when we um when we took the lead, and who was that? We went down the field
Well,
and
we
took
took
the
the
lead.
lead
Tampa
in the
Bay.
Eagles game, and we took the lead in actually every
Right.
game that we lost in that 3-game stretch, actually.
Well, no,
Hey, we
one we
came close
tied.
in Philly. We came close in
One,
Philly, but
No, we
we
were
took the
up
lead.
14 we were up 14-13. We could actually have closed the game
16-14.
out,
Oh,
and
I'm thinking about that last drive. Never mind.
I'm
Got you. I
talking about the
got
yeah,
you.
last drive. It
yeah.
was
Every
Tampa,
game we were actually up in it, we
yeah.
could have closed it out, but
well,
Tampa
no, we
Bay,
wasn't.
yeah.
We
Tampa
the
Bay
game.
and
Yeah,
Kansas City.
the game that we scored a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. We tied the game.
that was Philly, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No, that wasn't Philly.
Was it
It
Tampa?
wasn't Philly.
No, Tampa.
I
We
believe.
were up by a point, and if I'm not mistaken, and then they went down to kick the field
Well, we
goal.
were up
No, no, no.
14-13.
Kansas
I'm
City.
sorry.
That
It
was
was
Kansas City. That was Kansas City.
Okay, okay,
We
okay,
yeah,
tied the
yeah.
game
Cause
with
we got
Kansas
up by
City.
3. We got up
okay.
by 3 in Tampa, and then they came back and tied and went to
Yeah.
overtime. That's
Right,
right.
So
Yeah.
right.
it's like whenever we get the lead, especially in those crucial times, those last drives of the game, we don't continue with what got us there. That's what's been the most frustrating thing to me defensively. It's like, and everybody sees it. We know we go into this prevent defense. We
Right.
get a team that's 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, whatever, and we got our corners playing 12 to 15 yards off the ball.
Right.
Well, that's simple. That's a simple out route. You
on
know what
third
I'm
and
saying?
5.
Anybody, me and CZ can go out there and run a simple out route, pick up 4 or 5 yards, get a
Well,
first down.
I could also throw it to you too. So
Oh, hold on. You
Yeah,
believe me now, Tony? You believe
yeah.
me now? Cause you doubted me at first when I first time I said that. You was like, nah, I don't think that's possible.
nah,
No, I'm just
I'm putting Tony at fullback and I'm putting CJ at running back. I'm gonna switch it up on you,
All
everybody.
yeah.
right, cool, man.
I think you got it. I think you got it mixed up. But okay, yeah.
Oh damn! All right, my bad, my bad.
I think you
All
got
right,
that
we're
one mixed
running. No, what we're doing is we're running 2 running back sets, and I have you both on the outside.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Look,
okay.
Tony's like, all right.
Yeah.
Tony's like, no, I'm RB1. Fuck all that shit.
Nah,
Right.
yeah,
Oh my
great.
god.
But no, I mean, again, going back to what we were talking about, that nothing, uh, nothing that you said is wrong.
Yeah.
I just think that what would the defense have looked like if everybody would have stayed healthy and had the
I,
opportunity to gel throughout the season? Like I
I
know we
think
got
that's a
boat
good question.
race, those first 2 games. I get that, you know what I'm saying. But if we
But
would have had everybody healthy, would some of the outcomes have been different? Would we have seen different play calling when it comes from a defensive standpoint
well,
from Pharaoh.
I think the thing is though, Tony, is the lack of adjustments though, man. It's the same thing we see every single week. Like, where is the adjustments with the personnel? Like, that's why I'm saying there's a difference between elite coordinators and coaches, head
Yeah,
coaches, than there are with other guys and average Joes. That's the problem I have because we've seen it throughout the league that it doesn't matter what you run as a scheme wise, they're able to make do with the personnel that they do have. Or they
but
will adjust
but
it,
but
or they will adjust it to the personnel to make it better fit to them and the scheme, to the fact that they will be able to run the plays that they're doing. But at the same time, the problem is we can say the same thing that you're saying, right? We can say the injuries and not having these guys that we do have and don't have. But at the same time is you have to be able to make do with what you do have because we've seen it.
Yeah.
We've seen
Yeah.
it in the NFL because it doesn't matter anymore. That's the difference between NFL and college football. College football, you can still run the same personnel that you do have and don't have to make the adjustments. In the NFL, it's a different story because of the way it's played. The speed
Hmm.
is different. The gameplay is different. And
Yeah.
it's hard for me to sit here and say Ejiro Evero at this point. I'm going to tell you this. I think at this point, Ejiro Evero is interviewing for another defensive coordinator position here in Carolina, or he's going to get the boot.
Yeah. Hey,
no,
now Clay, now
well,
you say that.
that'll be counterproductive because but what he is displaying this year on the field, and who want to pick that up? Who want
Yeah.
to hire that?
I,
But you know
Yeah,
what? But you know what though? Now we gotta take this into account too. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
fair.
It may have been a situation where he was like, okay, I need, this player, and this player. And then
Right.
Carolina was like, okay, well, this is what we can afford. And I also think there was a situation too where, and I'm one of them. I'm guilty of this. When we saw the Evero guys coming in, and we're like, oh, okay, this is an Evero guy who did good in his
yeah,
scheme at another team. And I promise you, it's almost like every damn one of these guys, except for Ashawn Robinson. I do think he's done pretty good. Josie
not
Jewell is
damn
starting to
good.
pick it up as as he started off kind of slow. Okay, but I think he's picking it up as the season goes on. Even though I know we're almost over, and he got hurt for a few games as well. But I don't know.
I
I
think
don't
it,
know, but I,
I'll say this. I'll say this. I'm 50-50 on the situation. I'm kind of out on Evero a little bit, but it's very hard. You have a good argument if you go the other way because
mm-hmm,
because of the injuries, because of not having the Derek Browns, the Shaq Thompsons of the world, and not but also having your guys like Jordan Fuller, Josie Jewell, Ashawn Robinson being back in this scheme that you left them in, right? And so
mm-hmm,
it's tough, but at the same time, we've seen other defensive coordinators be able to make the right adjustments for the personnel that they do have, and they've made do.
mm-hmm. You're right. Hey, you're
And
absolutely right.
that's why I'm like you can make the argument for one way, but you have to put the context in the other.
Mm-hmm. Hey, but you know what, Clay? I said this to Tony the other day, and also to Doug as well. I would not be surprised if Evero is still here come next year.
I wouldn't be
I would
surprised
not be
either.
surprised at all.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I
Right.
think I don't think it's a bad idea to keep him here another year and let these guys get healthy and get the right personnel in here. Maybe even some of the rookies that they do draft in the draft and let them
Mm-hmm.
develop under his scheme. But there's a lot of context that can go to the other side.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Cool
All
beans.
right. So we're gonna move on to the next slide, and the next slide is our keys to victory. So you will see some that's the same as usual each week. Number one is establish the run. I'm gonna run through the list and then we can come back and talk about them a little bit. But yeah, number one is establish the run. Number two is stop the run. Number three is control the clock. Number four, force turnovers. And number five, which should have been number one based off last week, is protect the ball. All
Yep.
right.
Yep.
So, Clay, what are your thoughts on number one, establish a run? Do you think Carolina has an opportunity to establish the run if they get back to giving Chuba 20 to 25 carries a game?
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to run the ball up the middle. Like, I think the Panthers have an annoying habit of, and I think that's what I've been harping on this week a lot with Dave Canales is abandoning the run game. You have 1,000-yard back. Why?
Yep.
Right.
It's killing them. Last week it was no different. Last week they've got an opportunity, right, to lean on Chuba Hubbard and grind it out. Just because he's not averaging 4 yards a carry after 10 runs doesn't mean you just run away from it. The way I think about it is this way. Do y'all all right, so think about it this way. Do y'all remember, and I don't remember, I don't know how good y'all's college football is, but I remember when Marcus Lattimore was at University of South Carolina.
A
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
beast.
Okay.
A
Right.
beast.
Right. Do you remember when Steve Spurrier was the head coach? Right.
Yep.
Okay. Steve Spurrier, when we lost football games, and I remember this very well, he would run away from Marcus when the run game wasn't going well. And it was
Mm.
normally and it's kind of weird. And I was looking back at it, and I'm dead ass serious. I was looking back at it. It was after 10 to 15 runs. And if it wasn't going over 4 yards a carry, they would run away from the run game. And so it's like,
Mm.
but when you gave him 20 to 25 carries, guess what happened? He was averaging 4 yards a carry.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why run away from the run game when it's right there in front of you and Chuba Hubbard can grind it out? That's what Chuba Hubbard is. We've seen it week in and week out. The Cardinals' interior defense is soft. They're really not that good. Their linebackers are decent against the run, but that doesn't mean much if the offensive line can get that push. And I think our offensive line can get that push. I think we can all agree to that. Besides last week, that was probably their worst game that they've had all year, but they've been a top 10 offensive unit all season. So Hubbard's got the juice to be a solid guy and get the gains that you need. And it takes the
Right.
pressure off of Bryce. And you have to commit to the ground game early and often, pound the rock, wear down that defense, and keep Bryce out of obvious pass situations. It's not rocket science. And
But
apparently, I feel like sometimes our coaching staff needs a reminder.
Mhm.
yeah.
Go ahead,
Well,
CJ.
I hopefully last week was all the reminder that he needed. But it's almost like, okay, now we give Evero a hard time because it's like
Oh,
when
I could have gone longer with Dave Canales.
yeah, no, I think I'm gonna get to something here. So we give Evero a hard time, and it's just like, okay, cool. When this other teams start moving the ball down the field or they start scoring points, it's like, all right,
Mhm.
Evero glitches out and defaults into that prevent defense. It can be 3rd and 3 and our cornerback, so 10, 12 yards off the line of scrimmage. I think sometimes it's the same thing with Canales. If the other team scores first and maybe they get a touchdown in the field goal, it's almost like he defaults into, okay, we got to quit running the ball. We got to pass so we can kind of catch up and get back into the
Right.
game. And it's just
Right.
like, but like last week, Chuba had what, 22 yards, 4 carries, 22 yards on the first drive. And I think he had 4 or 5 carries for the rest of the game for like 14 yards or some
Yeah.
crazy number like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Threw like
it's
10
almost
carries,
like,
like 32 yards
yeah, they
for the
almost
game.
they both do the same thing. It's just like they got a it's like they got an Excel spreadsheet in front of them, and it's just like they got a bunch of if statements on it. Okay, if this happens, we got to do this. If this happens, we got to do that. Instead of let me think about it. You know what I mean? Let me make a
Right.
decision on the fly. It's just this is what it is. I can't deviate from this at all, and I think it's happening on both sides of the ball sometimes now too.
For sure.
Mm.
For
Okay.
sure.
All right. Number 2 is
Number
stop
three.
the run.
Number three. Number three. Control the clock. Go ahead. Number three.
Okay. So,
Don't even waste number three, Tone. Don't even waste time on it. Don't even
uh,
waste your time, dog. Number three.
okay. But I got it up there though. So let's
Mm-hmm.
oh
That,
well
that
let me
and
just
that was the discussion. Stop the run. Move on to number three because number three depends on the success of number one. Okay, there's no need to say anything else about number
Oh
two.
God.
I think we harped on number 2.
No. You know what?
We've
I,
talked about it enough already.
I'm just not gonna put stop the run up there no more. Yeah, see, it seemed like it's a mute point at this point.
No. Hey, no. Keep it up there so I can say
Uh,
go to the next topic. Yeah, that'll
oh,
be my thing for the rest of the season. Yeah,
instead,
keep it up there.
instead of exclamation point, just put a down arrow.
Yeah, Stop the
I,
run. Next.
I knew there was a reason. I knew there was a reason why I love y'all.
Oh God!
I
All
I
right,
mean, hey, control the clock, Tony. Go ahead. Come on.
All right.
I'm trying to control the clock. Okay, control the clock. CJ, we're gonna start with you first, as this is
All
your
right.
topic.
Mhm.
Okay.
What does the Carolina Panthers need to do in order to control the clock? Like you said, back to point number one,
Key number one.
establish
Yeah.
the run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's established the run because what's happening is, um, I see a lot of these drives where if we can get into these short yardage situations on 3rd down, like if we can get to 3rd and 5 and less, okay, that's a better position for Bryce Young. All right. There have been times on drives where it seems like Dave Canales will turn around and run the same running play like twice. He'll run the
Mm-hmm.
same exact play, the same exact gap, or wherever he's trying to go. He'll run it back to back. Okay, didn't run the first one. Let me turn around and run the exact same place right back to where this one didn't work. And then now we're stuck in 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8, or 3rd and whatever.
It
Okay.
reminds
And
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of and I
Hold on,
go
Clay.
back
I
to the
think
South Carolina days.
He
It
good. He good.
reminds me
Yeah.
of the Lou Holtz days in South Carolina.
Mm,
Lou Holtz used to run up the middle, 1st and 2nd down. And then once it was 3rd and 9, it's like, okay, let's throw a pass play.
yeah.
mm,
But now y'all tell me this. Y'all tell me this. Is it just me, or does it seem like we don't run a lot of outside run plays, like a lot of tosses or a lot of you know it, it seems like most of our runs with Chuba are between the tackles or off tackle.
It's always up the middle or up to the left or right-hand side, but it's not much. Like, it's not
Yeah.
like an outside run. I think the another thing is if I think another thing that we're kinda missing on here, and I think it has to do with establishing the run, is where was the rollout? Where was the pre-snap motion? Where
Mm-hmm.
was the play action passes that we were seeing? It kinda
Yeah.
reminds me when Cleveland in when they had Baker Mayfield, right? If
Mm-hmm.
you go back and watch Baker Mayfield's clip, what was he doing very often and was killing it in his rookie year? He was doing rollouts. He was doing play action passes. They
Mm-hmm.
I felt like Canales ran away from that also.
Mm-hmm.
And you expect
Absolutely.
Bryce to go out there and throw 45 passes a game. You can't do that. You
Mm-hmm.
right.
can't do that.
Do
Yeah.
y'all feel like the the excitement, some of the gimmicks, some of
Creativeness.
yes, thank you. That's the
Mhm,
word I'm looking for.
mhm.
The creativeness that we saw early on in the season from Dave Canales has like totally disappeared. Like
Yep.
we have become vanilla these
Yes. I
past
hate that
2 or
word.
3 games.
That word.
Is
Well,
it
I mean,
me or have y'all noticed the same?
some would. I mean, we did do a flea flicker in the damn in red zone against Tampa Bay. I was there live for that in person, and I was sitting there looking at my son like,
You know
"What?"
what? You know what?
That's all you got is a fucking flea flicker.
I'm serious, and everybody in the section said the same thing at the same time. Everybody was like, "Was that a damn flea flicker?"
So I'm gonna tell you guys this because y'all are part of it a little bit is the NFC South roundtable. I was talking to James, the Mr.
Mm,
Buck Nation. So he all knows too well about Dave Canales. And I asked James, and I said, James, when you had Dave Canales there in Tampa Bay, I said, was there times that he did not kind of play to Baker Mayfield's strengths and did not like do the rollout plays, didn't, do the RPOs or screens or whatever? Did he not there times that he tried to switch it up on Baker Mayfield to, I don't know, make the uh, uh, try to do too much than what he needed to
mm,
do, right? And he said, yeah. He said that the
mm,
problem is that with Dave Canales is a good offensive coordinator. He's a very good offensive minded coach. The problem is he runs away from the strength sometimes because he wants to switch it up because he feels like when he is stuck and the other defensive coordinators is making the right adjustments, he tries to go back and be too conservative.
mm. Okay,
And I
gotcha.
said, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a
Okay.
lot of sense now because I feel like that's what we're seeing now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think he
Feel you
gets
on
Yeah.
that
too
one.
conservative with his play calling, and I think that we need to realize that and say, "Okay, Dave Canales, you have to stop being that guy, and you have to open up your playbook and open up your mind to the strengths of your players."
Mm-hmm.
And
Facts.
I think that's what we've been running into, especially against the Cowboys. Mike Zimmer
Mm-hmm.
had a great play calling to make the right adjustments to his defense
Mm-hmm.
against us offensively.
Because all they needed was a 5-man front to stop the
Right.
run. That's
Right.
all they needed. They did bring blitzes and things like that. But when we tried to get back into the run later on in the game, it wasn't like they had to bring all this exotic pressure to stop the
Mhm.
run. They were stuffing the run the line of scrimmage. So my thing is this: when you get away from the run, and it's like, okay, cool. Well, we've already discouraged you out of sticking to your game plan. So now what we're going to do, we're going to have these 4-man fronts up here, maybe 5, but now we're going to have everybody back here in coverage. We got this thing blanketed, all over the place. And if you go back and look at some of the film, sometimes it's like you got the pressure coming, and Bryce literally has nowhere to throw. Okay. And on the flip side of that, there has been a lot of times where he has missed people too, but it's
Mhm.
just Dave has gotta he's got to stick to his guns. Now, mind you, if you go out there for a whole quarter and a half and they start the game off and they are just stuffing the run and not letting you do anything, okay, well then yeah. But you don't let Chuba run for 20 something 30 yards on the first drive. You moving the ball down the field good. You turn the ball over, they score a touchdown, and then you say, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna go completely away from my game plan. And
Right,
that's what he
right.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Especially when it's early on and the score is close. Like in the Philly
Yeah.
game,
thank
we
you,
were
Tony.
Mm-hmm.
only at
Thank you.
halftime. We was only down 10-7. First quarter, it was 0-0. There was no
Mm-hmm.
reason to
There's no
to
reason.
abandon the run game whatsoever. I don't care if you was only getting 2 or 3 yards per pop. You was trying. The key to it was keeping the defensive honest, keeping the
Mm-hmm.
defense honest. Whenever they drop a safety in the box and they were going single high, then you take your shot. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, not against Philly, but against Dallas, because even Michael Parsons
Dallas.
even
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that that Carolina went away from the run game so early, which made it easier for us.
And he was kinda,
Mm-hmm. It
like,
helped them
surprised
out.
about it when he mentioned
Yeah,
it, you
yeah.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it
He
was
he did
crazy
sound like
to
he was
me.
not expecting that.
Right. It was crazy to me that
Mm-hmm.
he did that. So, I again, I think that these next 3 games for Bryce are gonna be huge. I mean, I think that that's
Mm-hmm.
something, even though these keys of victory, we got him up, and I think and we'll get more into him, but I think one we're missing is Bryce's play and the way that he bounces back. I think
True.
that his
Absolutely.
his bounce back has to be huge these next 3 games. His
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing for Bryce, if he wants to bounce back, is his mentality. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter about anything else.
Yeah.
It's his
Well,
his mentality.
Dave Canales said the way that he has responded and handled the situation in practice all this week is the reason why he went ahead and named him the starter for the remaining 3 games.
Okay.
Because he quote unquote likes the way likes what he have seen
Yep.
and the way that he
Mm-hmm.
has handled
Yep.
coming off a horrible game against the
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys. So hopefully everything that you just said, Clay, turns out to be right. Because I'm rooting for him, not
Yeah, me
only
too.
because
Me
he's
too.
Bryce Young, because he is the quarterback of our team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? He is the
Hey,
quarterback of the Panthers.
Yep.
Dave
Until,
tired of
you
answering that
know,
question every week.
yeah.
Oh, well, I mean,
And
everybody.
and and I and I think that could take some kind of pressure off of him too,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing whether I'm the guy or not, you know what I'm saying?
It
So,
can. Yeah.
yeah. All right, so let's go on
Mm-hmm.
to number 5, forced turnovers.
Yeah.
Of course, we lost the turnover battle last week, 4-1. Um, Kyler Murray has not been playing um well the past 4 or 5 weeks for Arizona. So, do you guys see an opportunity that we can apply some pressure to Kyler Murray and get him into some positions to where he's turning over the ball? Go
Yeah,
ahead,
you
Clay.
can you can pray for it. You can pray for it.
Now,
Seem
Um,
hey, now,
seem
now,
seem
now, let me say
seem like
this. Now, let me
I
say
should
this.
skip this one too.
Nah, you good. Hold on. Let me say this, y'all. Okay, if Evero can get back to being aggressive, how he was and if you think about it, you go from the Kansas City game, Tampa game, to
mhm.
the Philly game. Okay, his level of aggressiveness, I think slightly went up each game. Okay, you see JC Corner coming off the edge and with blitz. All right, and I know I've heard some people
I
say,
like
you know, why is our number one cornerback having to come off the edge and blitz? Well, luckily it worked out. You know, both times that he did it. You get DJ Warner back. You're seeing him run some blitzes. Josie Jewell is getting pressure. A lot of times up the middle and actually getting sacks.
Yeah.
So you know the one thing now you get Cooper Rush back there who sat back there, you know, ordering Publix chicken. You know he's scheduled to get his car washed. He got his Gators detailed in the hotel. We ready for him by the time he got back. You know, he was back. You know, he changed his YouTube TV plan.
Gators
You know,
detail.
he canceled Sunday ticket for the rest of the season. You know, he was back there doing everything he had to do. You know, while
Time
Carolina
out.
was trying to get pressure
Time,
on him.
Throw the red
time,
flag.
time out.
Throw the
Time
red
out.
flag.
He got the Gators detail.
Yeah, they back at he called the hotel. Hey man, tell him to go. It's in the green bag next to the bathroom. The Gators is in the bottom pouch.
Oh,
Can you tell him to go ahead and buff them and have them ready for me when I get back to my room? Appreciate it. And then let me find this dude in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. All right, my bad. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, and I know I'm exaggerating like hell, but I mean that's how it felt to me sitting here
oh my
watching that on
God.
TV. That's exactly how that felt. I'm just sitting there like, damn, like he got all day to run around back there. So,
Hey,
hey,
but hold on. You know what tripped me out last week when it happened? And when nobody watching TV but me.
mm,
When Jalen Brooks scored a touchdown, and
I was
I was
like, man,
like,
that's a Gamecock.
hey, the first thing that came out of my mouth, I was like, who the fuck is Jalen Brooks? And I said it when
I could
I
have
I
did
told
the
you.
same
I
thing.
could have told you who he was,
I
Tony.
I
I
did
did
not
the same thing.
what'd you say, Clay?
I said I could have told you who he was.
Who is it?
Well, obviously he's a nobody, but he's a rookie out of University of South Carolina.
Oh,
Oh,
he is?
gotcha. Okay,
Hmm
yeah. I'm with you,
Oh,
He
Tone.
was
oh
I
actually
wow.
he was nasty at University of South Carolina. He wasn't in Xavier Leggette's realm though at the time.
gotcha. Okay.
Shit. Nah,
Yep,
nah. Okay.
yep,
All right.
yep,
All right.
yep.
Hey,
All
hold
right,
on, Tone.
moving on.
But
Go ahead,
Before you
Big
before you
Clay.
go.
forcing turnovers, yes, I think that's a huge. I actually think that is a huge key to victory, and I think that
Hmm.
I'm glad you brought that up because I know I said pray for the rushing defense, but like our rushing defense has been a joke lately, but we have to get pressure on Kyler Murray. But
Yeah,
there's a difference with Kyler Murray though. You have to contain him. That's a difference. You have to force him into the pocket. If you can force Kyler Murray to stay in the pocket, you can win a lot of
yeah.
football games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very tall task for our defense though. It really. And let me say this real quick. If y'all looking at the thumbnail when you came in, we do have 2 tickets for Sunday's game. So if you want to enter for your shot to win at the end of the live, type hashtag dead birds. Okay, what you see right here on the screen. Type hashtag dead birds in the comments, just like it is right here. And you just got to do it once, and you see the people scrolling across the screen. They have already entered. But if you haven't,
Nice.
do that for your shot to win 2 tickets. Okay. All right.
And make sure
Go
you
ahead,
like
Tom.
and subscribe. Make sure you like and
Yes.
subscribe, ladies and
Yeah.
Yeah,
gentlemen.
that part too. We stuck on what was it, 1679. And I'm sitting there like, damn it, somebody give us a 1670.
Come on,
I
man.
got tired of seeing that
Come
all
on.
week.
If y'all can get me to 55.6K, y'all can get them to 2K. Come on. It ain't that
Oh
hard.
yeah.
All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. It's for free. It doesn't hurt you, you know?
Thank you, Clay.
It
Appreciate
don't
that.
bite. It don't bite.
Keep your head above water, temporary layoffs. Oh
I was just
god.
singing that song in my head. All right. The last keys to victory, fellas, is protect the ball. So we all know I'm not Kyler Murray. Bryce
Bryce.
Young
Yep.
had his 4 turnover game, 2 interceptions,
Hmm.
two forced
Mhm.
fumbles. I mean 2 fumbles. Worst output of his career so far. Talk to me. I'm not even gonna really ask a question. How do y'all feel about um Bryce Young protecting the ball this week?
All I'm gonna say is this: y'all know them running back drills where they run through the pass, and you got the little dude on the outside of it with the
Well,
stick,
yeah,
and
with the
when
stick.
they come through and he's doing like this right here, I guarantee you Bryce ass ran that drill a few times this week. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, they're like he was running some wide receiver drills. Don't bring
I
What are
that
they
think
up.
he'll
gonna
I'm
be all
do? What
sorry.
right.
are they gonna do? Run the
Don't bring.
Philly special?
Yeah. Hey, hey, hey.
Oh my god,
Anything's possible at this point in time.
Right.
this is true.
I mean,
But
I'll say this. I think the Cardinals linebacker core is actually
mm,
a weakness that he can exploit. I think
okay,
because you got to think about this. They've Mac Wilson and I think it's Kaiser White, they're ranked 128th and 166th against the pass. So
okay,
they're middle of the field, and it should wide open for Bryce Young to attack. And I think that's a weak spot for the tight end position. So I think that's where Jadavion Sanders and Tommy Tremble come into play, and that's where it needs to change. They've kind of, I felt like in the Cowboys game they were a little bit invisible, but I think
mm,
this
Yes,
game
yes.
where I think this is a game where they could exploit that. I think Adam Thielen should feast in the soft coverage that linebacker core can give up. And I think that
Mm,
this coaching staff should exploit that. And that's one of their main focuses that they should attack this weekend.
okay, all right,
okay.
bet,
All right.
cool.
So we're gonna go to the next. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Our next slide, which is our enemy spotlight,
Mm.
and our enemy spotlight this week is Kyler
Colin,
Murray, quarterback, Arizona Cardinals. I think it is imperative that we try to contain him, not let him get outside the pocket where he does most of his damage, running and passing the
Yep.
ball. So it's going to be imperative to have our edges and DJ Warnham and Davion Clowney um, control the rush lanes. Hopefully, we could try to generate some type of pressure up the middle. And if you can do that, get him off his spot, make him more comfortable, then he is susceptible to interceptions. Okay, but I know that's a tall task.
Yeah.
At this point,
Jeez, I will.
hey, you never know. You never know. Don't give me no
Oh,
I,
ideas,
Lord, man.
SC. Don't give me no ideas. But
oh my goodness.
so CJ, lead us off with this. What do you think about Kyler Murray in the enemy spotlight?
Well, I put it like this: if we call Bryce Tic Tac, I'm gonna call Kyler Altoids. You know, he but
Um,
no, I just like Clay said earlier, if we somehow, some way can keep Kyler Murray somewhat contained in the pocket and get some pressure on him, I think we can be okay. But also with that, we can't allow him to just turn around and hand the ball off to James Conner
mm,
and and slice the defense up on
mm,
third down when getting third and shorts or third and favorable position or whatever.
yep.
But yeah,
Mhm.
if somehow, some way we can contain him, because the thing is, the Patrick Mahomes hurt us in that game. Jalen Hurts hurt us in the Philly game. They both had 30 something yard runs that
Yep.
were really the game deciders. Okay,
Mhm.
as far as for them on the offensive side of the ball. Okay, but yeah, if we can somehow contain Kyler Murray, I think we got a decent shot. Given that the rest of the previous slide, the keys to victory, 75% it happened. But we all know, number two ain't gonna happen. So yeah.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
yeah, that's
Clay,
all I
what you
got.
think? What you
Yeah,
got,
I
Clay?
mean, I think that you have to contain Kyler Murray, plain and simple. You keep him in the pocket, he's going to make mistakes because that's what makes Kyler Murray special is his legs.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Yeah,
makes him special. If he's able to get outside the pocket and make a throw, he's gonna burn you, or he's gonna
yeah,
burn you with his legs. It's gonna be one or
hmm
the other. And so I think you cannot let this guy just freelance in your in and out your backfield. So
yeah.
that's
What
the
did
way I
they
look at it.
suppose
Eh,
it?
yeah, that's why I took that one off. I read it after I put it up.
He he what is his name? Diggity Beal.
Dig it. We call it dig
Is that
it. I
The
think it's
Clay?
digit, but I've always said
Clay
dig
don't Clay. There's
it.
certain people on here you can't come over here messing up their names. Now you need to ask first if you're not sure.
especially when they're saying suppository.
They they gonna give your ass the business now. I'm trying to tell
Get that guy some milk of magnesia.
you.
Oh God. Yeah, we done went from turtle heads to
Oh
suppository.
God.
God dang.
All right, fellas, we're gonna move on to our last slide, and our last slide is our Panther spotlight. And I have no
Oh,
other than Jadeveon Clowney. Like we were just speaking about uh what yeah, you see the
Where
face.
in God's name did you find this picture at?
good lord.
Oh my God. He looked like one of the walkers from The Walking Dead when they about to jump on you. Right when somebody finished turning and then that
He looked like
Hey,
he looked like he took
when I
2
found that
T-bumps.
picture, I said, "This is the kind of energy I need Jadeveon Clowney to come with Sunday. I need this to affect the whole not just the front four, the front seven. I need everybody looking like this come Sunday. Yeah, serial
Yeah.
killer.
He
Yeah,
definitely
that's
looked like serial killer. Oh,
oh
um,
god.
but yeah. I
But
mean,
yeah, go ahead, CJ.
I was gonna say with him, him and Woonham, I need both of them to show up,
I'm gonna get canceled.
as well as kindly being able to set the edge, in the run game. If he can get off this week and get some pressure on Kyler Murray, and when I say get pressure on Kyler Murray too, they gotta tackle. Okay, it's one thing getting pressure on the quarterback, and it's another thing letting them get away from you, slide out the pocket, take off running, or throw the ball down the field. Because that's been a problem for this front seven this year as well. They've got a lot more pressure than they get credit for because they let the quarterback get away. It's a lot of them running past the quarterback, reaching their arm out, trying to tackle him, and they go on down the field.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if he can set the edge and get pressure, we'll see. Wow, crackhead Larry getting that. Don't you know what, Mr. Uncle Dory?
This shit
he
is
must he
getting
must have made it home.
this is getting out of control.
Hey, go ahead,
this is
Clay.
this is every live, dog. This is every live over here. Go ahead,
This is
Clay.
why
What's your thoughts,
this is
man?
why we can't have nice things. Uh, is this based
Oh,
off of offense or defense, or is just in Panthers in general?
Just in general, we just pick one
Sunday.
player a week to spotlight.
Yeah.
Mine's Bryce Young. I mean,
Okay.
I need him to bounce back. I need him to
Mm-hmm.
prove to me these next 3 games, and including this one, that he belongs in the NFL, that he belongs as the franchise guy. Plain and simple. I need him to bounce back. That's it. I need to see it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Clay. I agree. Hey, in SC Pace, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. I agree with you. I agree.
Dang,
I
man.
agree.
Oh God, I'm weak.
We're gonna
Yeah,
get
hey Clay, you stopped by on a light night, bro. This has been kind of light,
Oh,
dog. It gets way worse than this.
I'll be with y'all in a minute. Hold on. I'll be with y'all in a minute.
this is
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
incredible. This is
Mm,
incredible. I tell you.
yeah.
Oh
I'm surprised
God.
y'all haven't got canceled yet.
Oh God.
Good lord.
Yeah. Tony, what you got on Jadavian?
Yeah, like I said earlier, he needs to set the tone. He needs to be a tone setter opposite of DJ Warner. I think DJ Warner has played pretty good since returning from his injury. I hope
Mm-hmm.
there's more, more levels to his game that we haven't seen yet. But thus far, because of the injury he sustained, I think he's done very good in the games
Mm-hmm.
that he has played, and it has sparked a little something in Jadeveon Clowney's game as well. So I just want to see those two guys control their rush lanes, don't get
Mm-hmm.
too far upfield, and widen the rush lanes for Kyler Murray to slip through. You have to contain him.
Yeah.
And so it's going
Mm-hmm.
to be very important to keep him in the pocket. Do you let him get outside the pocket? We're about to have a long day. But if you keep him in the pocket, get him to move around a little bit, get him off his spot. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Possibly speed up his process a little bit.
Yeah.
It just basically make him uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
get him off his spot, and then he's more susceptible to turnovers.
Do y'all think there's any chance in hell that Evero would, especially on key downs, which third down, um, dedicate like a spy on Kyler Murray? You think there's a possibility he
I
would
mean,
do that, or that's
you
just
would.
What
too far out of his
I mean,
realm?
you
who
would hope.
who
I
who
mean, you would
who would
hope.
you do that with though? I mean, because the we so depleted, like linebackers. You can't
Mm-hmm.
put you
You
could
got
you
Jewel
can't
and who?
have Josie Jewell is not fast
Uh,
enough to play spy.
John Radigan or whatever
John,
his
John
name is.
Radigan, he's a special
Mm-hmm.
teamer that's getting called up to play linebacker. I don't even know anything about him to even say
Well, the
whether
only good
he
thing that we
can or
have
can't.
from John Radigan is he was one of the top undrafted rookies through the draft, and I think he had the most tackles in preseason. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and out
For the
of
Seahawks,
yeah, out of but that was no, that was out of all preseason. So, um,
mm.
I mean, we haven't seen enough of him. I mean, he's remained on the practice squad, so
so
that tells me if he's just remained on the practice squad, how good is he?
so my
Yeah.
so that's my whole thing. So we talking about putting a spy on Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
You just can't put
You can't put
anybody.
Jewel on him.
No,
Yeah,
no.
you
Yeah,
got
no,
to.
I get that, but I'm saying just somebody to kind of make him hesitate. Like if he knows somebody is there, not just oh well, everybody's 20 yards down the field. Let me go ahead and take off for this 30, 40 yard run. But just something to kind of
Mhm.
discourage him and be like, crap, let me think about
Let
this
me
before I
ask you
take off.
a weird ass question.
Hey, hold on,
Hold on,
Clay.
Clay.
Hold
Hold
on,
on,
Clay.
hold on, Clay. Go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
CJ.
Tone. Oh, shout out to Will Robinson for the $5 super chat. As always, tip Drew Will. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you,
He
Will.
said, I agree with Clay. Bryce Young has to prove he belongs over the last 3 games. Great show, fellas. Hey, thank you for the super chat, Will. As always, we appreciate
Appreciate
you,
you, my
big dog.
guy.
All
Appreciate
right,
that,
go ahead,
Will.
Clay.
Yeah, I think another thing is it's a weird question though, is like, do you think that maybe DJ Johnson, because this is one of the guys that I've been wanting to see if they can finally like prove that he was worth, you know, drafting going up for. Do you think that maybe they put him in the middle and see what he got in that
No,
position?
no,
Okay.
no,
It's
Clay.
a weird
No,
question, I know.
Next
A
question.
weird
very,
Next
question.
yes,
question.
Weird question.
yes.
I know.
Okay, so that was the last slide.
I know. It's a
Go
weird
ahead,
question.
go
I know.
go
I'm
ahead, go, go ahead, take us out of here, CJ.
Okay, hey, but before we
Oh yeah,
go,
yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
if anybody has not already, type hashtag dead birds in the chat to enter for a chance to win 2 tickets to Sunday's game. Okay. And
okay.
as you can see, if you see your name up on the screen, you will already enter and you don't have to enter again. So I will give everybody another minute or two. And if you haven't already, if you want to go to the game, enter for a chance to win, just go ahead and type hashtag dead birds in the chat, and we'll wait for another minute or so. Um, but yeah, man, this is gonna be interesting because I know there's a lot of people out there that really want, it's like they want us to tank, but then everybody's like, oh well, you know
Mhm.
what? They need to go ahead and put. I keep hearing everybody Jack Plummer, Jack Plummer. And I'm like, and then some people like, nah, leave Bryce in. He got us. We here now because of him. Go on and leave him in there. But I really do. I really do hope that they go out here and try their damnedest to win these last 3 games. Okay, if nothing else, but to try and make it harder. For say like the Falcons and the Buccaneers. Like if we can somehow, some way, slightly be just a thorn in their side these last 2 games. That's
Oh,
all I
for
can
sure.
ask for right now.
For sure.
Because at this point, if we win 3 games, my thing is I don't think we're drafting the quarterback. Okay, but I do think we'll be in a position to get a high quality player, no matter what. And I said this last week as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, but any other thoughts while we give everybody a second here?
Not really.
Yeah,
Okay,
not really. I don't want to
all
send us down another rabbit hole. I was about to.
right,
Oh, I was
all right,
definitely about
cool.
to send you down a rabbit hole with that last comment. I'll tell you that.
All right, cool. So Raw Walk was the last one to type in the chat, and we're gonna go ahead
Yeah.
and spin the wheel here, okay? And I seen it pop up on the
Oh,
screen
let's
here.
see who
All
wins.
right, let's go ahead and get it. See who got it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I love the dramatics.
Oh,
Raw Walk,
he just
Oh,
hey.
congratulations, my guy.
Wow, that is crazy. Okay, cool.
last guy to
Hey,
comment, he gets it.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey, Rod, do me a favor, okay? Send us an email at our email is twofansinthestands@gmail.com, and I will put it in the chat here. Okay.
Congrats.
Lord, I'm messing up already.
Or walk. Say 2 for 2. Has
Congrats
he
to
won out?
Raw.
Has he won ours before?
I don't remember. I know Miss
He might be talking
Michelle
about
Michelle.
me. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Miss
Oh,
Cheryl
okay.
won.
He might know
Panther
about me.
Dog won. I think those are the only ones we gave out this year so far. I think we gave out 2 games. We
Mm.
had tickets for the Buccaneers game, but I got kind of hyped for that one, so I took my son to that one. Um,
He's like, nah, dog, you ain't getting that.
yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I sat here and I was like, I took a little more. I said, I kind of want to go to this game, and she was like, go, and I was like, okay.
Nice.
But yeah, hey, but congrats to you, Ra. But like I said, send us an email, and then we will we'll talk a little bit there. All right. So cool beans, cool beans. So right, let me get everybody set here. All right. All right. So fellas, anything y'all want to say to the people on the way out? Oh, and Clay, and make sure you shout out your channel before we get up out of here too.
Yeah, you can just find me on the Robstar Report on YouTube or Robstar hashtag, not hashtag, it's Robstar92 underscore. So you
Okay.
can find me on any of that TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. But yeah,
All
I
right.
appreciate you guys having me on, and it'll be an interesting game this Sunday. I think but I'm gonna take the Cardinals in this. My final prediction is Cardinals 24-17.
Okay.
Okay.
Tone, what you got?
All
Yeah, let's
right.
do some predictions. What you got, Tone?
Yeah, I think I'm hoping that Bryce Young comes up with a different mindset this game and show that what we saw last week is that not who he is, pretty much. And I hope Dave Canales has learned some things as well. Get back to the strength of the team, which is the offensive line and Chuba Hubbard. That is the strength of our team right now. So we need to run the ball, not just talk about it, but we need to be about it. So yeah, I've only seen him be stubborn, quote unquote, in the run game twice this year. So I just want to see him finish out the last 3 years. I mean, not the last 3 years, the last 3 games doing exactly what he said he was going to do at the beginning of the season. So my score prediction, and I'm going to go out on a limb here. This is me trying to keep hope alive. I think we can, for the final home game of the season, I think we can pull out a victory 24-21 Carolina.
All right.
Okay. Hey, I'm just gonna say this: protect the damn bank. Okay. If anybody can pass this message on to the Panthers organization, the players, anybody, protect the bank. Okay, y'all got one more shot at it this year. Protect the bank. And I'm gonna go with my hope of them winning all the rest of these games this year. And I'm gonna say 30-24 Carolina.
30
Hopefully
points.
Bryce Young gets his mojo back. Yep.
I'll tell you this, and before we end the stream, TJ from the State of Saints podcast actually picked us to
Mm.
win.
Mm.
He said that he
Oh.
thinks that Carolina is with Bryce is the future, and I'm surprised by that
Okay.
from a Saints fan. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Oh, hey. Yeah, that's the
24
interest.
24-21.
Okay. Cool beans. All right, y'all. All right. Well, bet. Let me go ahead and get myself right here. Okay. But as always, everybody, we thank you. We thank you for joining us, and congratulations to Rod Walk for the 2 tickets. If you can, Rod, go ahead and send us an email, so we can make sure that we go ahead and communicate with you, and we can transfer these tickets over to you. If you can, if when you go, take some pictures, and if you can, you email them to us, and we'll put them up on the recap. Okay. But as always, on the way out, everybody, please make sure you like the stream. Okay, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. You can check us out on all social media at Two Fans in the Stands, and over on Twix. That's a mixture of Twitter and X, as we like to call it. You can catch us at Two Fans ITS. All right, and as always, everybody, okay, I'm gonna take y'all out with 3 things. Number 1, y'all be good. Number 2, y'all be safe. And number 3, as always, Panther Nation, keep pounding, man. We'll see you.
Yeah, yeah.